Hello students, welcome back to your online classes. Today we will be discussing the question answers of the poem that we have done in our previous session, The Ant and the Cricket. As you already know, this is a poem which has been adapted from the Aesop's fable. So before we proceed to the question answers, let us recapitulate the key points of the poem. Okay, what are the key points of the poem? So I expect all of you have opened your books by now and are ready with a pencil. So open page number 21 of your main textbook, Honeydew, and start following the text. That means start following the summary. As I'll be summarizing the points, you try to follow the text of the poem. The first point is that as the poem opens, we come across the character of the cricket, who is described by the poet as a silly young cricket. Now the word silly signifies that the poet also understands that the cricket is inexperienced, the cricket is foolish, he is completely unaware of the tough times he is going to face in the near future. So he is a silly cricket who wastes his time during the summer months by singing and dancing, okay, without working for himself, without storing any food for the winter or making a shelter for himself to escape the rough winter. So the first point that we come across is that the silly young cricket passes his summer days in a happy mood by singing and dancing throughout the day and night. The next point is that when winter comes, he realized that he has neither any food nor any shelter to survive the harsh weather of winter. So both the points, food and shelter, both the things are lacking because the cricket has completely neglected the fact that he is going to face a difficult winter during the summertime. The next point is that he decides to go to the ant, the miserly ant, to get some help from him so that he is able to get some food and some shelter. He decides to seek help from the ant. Then what happens? Then he goes to the ant and asks help from him, asks that whether he can get some food for eating because he was starving, he was suffering a lot. The ant, however, tells him in a polite manner that we ants never borrow, we ants never lend. Okay, so the ant puts him down in a polite manner in the beginning, and then the ant asks him, what did you do during the summer months when we were working so hard? We were working day and night to store food and to build a shelter so that we could pass the winter in a comfortable manner, because winter is that part of the year during which we cannot work, neither can we find any food outside. So what were you doing during the winter time, during the summertime? The cricket tells him in a confident manner, in a very casual manner, that I was just singing and dancing and enjoying the weather. The ant is amused by this, and in a mocking manner, the ant tells the cricket, fine, if you have danced all throughout summer, then you should dance the winter away as well. Okay, that is, you should dance during the winter also. You should make fun, you should do a lot of different fun activities as you have been doing during the summertime. In winter also do the same thing and the winter will pass just like that. Okay, so in a mocking fashion, the ant puts or rejects the request of the cricket. And the poem ends with the poet telling us that some call it a fable, but I'll warrant it true. That is, some folks might say that this is just a story, it's a made up story, but I'll warrant it true. That is, I justify. Warrant means to give justification for a belief, okay, for something which you believe in, for some fact which you believe in. So I believe that this is a true story because some crickets have four legs while some have two. This is again a funny way of putting it. But what he wants to say is that I believe that this story of the ant and the cricket has a universal significance. It applies to humans as well. Okay, as people who are like the cricket, who wastes their young years without working hard for their future. When the difficult times in their life come, they find themselves at a loss. But people who are like the ant, who are industrious means hardworking, those who work hard during their youth, during the time when they have all their abilities, during the good times in their life, they work hard and they plan for their future in such a manner that they do not face any problems in their life, just like the ant. So those people, they have a good life. They don't have to face any problems in their life. Okay, so this is a fable, this is a story, but it has a moral significance on our life. So here was the, you can say, we just recapitulated the key points of the poem. Now let us proceed to the question answers. Some of the words which meanings, the word meanings are given in the poem. I can see at the end of the poem some meanings are given, but some words are there whose meanings are not given. So if you want, you can just take them down very fast. Okay. Starvation, all of you know, it is suffering caused by lack of food. Okay, suffering caused by lack of food. The next word is dripping. Dripping means very wet, very wet. Next word which the meaning is not given is crumb. Crumb means any fragment of food, any fragment of food. Famine, it's given. Accustomed to sing, given. Okay. The next word is miserly. Miserly means stingy. S-T-I-N-G-Y. Stingy. Ungenerous. Next word is trembling. Trembling, I think all of you know the meaning. Shaking, quivering. Hastily. Hastily means hurriedly or quickly. Then wicket. Wicket means a stick or a stump. A stick or a stump. And warrant, I already gave you the meaning. Warrant means justification for an action or a belief. Justification for an action or belief. Alright, now let us proceed to the question answers of the text. So go to page number 23 and look at the questions which are given. Let us discuss the answers. We'll be discussing the answers, and I hope all of you will be able to write down the answers, because it's a very simple poem with there is nothing much complicated about the answers, but we'll just be discussing it. So please take a pencil or a pen along with you and take out your notebooks, or you can just jot it down beside your questions in the textbook. Okay, so we are going to follow the questions from page number 23, working with the poem, this part, the top. Okay, so look at the first question. The first question is, the cricket says, "Oh, what will become of me?" When does he say it and why? So it's very easy. In the poem, The Ant and the Cricket, you will begin your answer in this manner. In the poem, The Ant and the Cricket, within double quotes, you will write the name of the poem. Just to highlight it, the cricket speaks the quoted line during the season of winter, when he notices that he has nothing to eat. He has nothing to eat and no shelter to pass the difficult time. Okay, so the cricket says the quoted line during the season of winter, when he notices that he has nothing left to survive on, or no food left to survive on, because he has not stored any food. So 2 points you can include, that is when he notices that he doesn't have any food stored for the winter, and the second point is when he understands that he also needs a place to pass the winter. The next question is question number 2. Find in the poem the lines that mean the same as "Neither a borrower nor a lender be." This line has been taken from one of the plays of Shakespeare. Okay, So obviously it's a very easy answer. The answer will be we ants never borrow, we ants never lend. Okay, so you will write in the poem the line which means the same as the quoted line or as the given line is, then you will just give a colon and write within double quotes. You will just quote the line, but we ants never borrow, we ants never lend. Okay, the second part of question number 2. Second part of question number 2 is, what is your opinion of the ants principles? I expect all of you have formed an opinion by now. What do you believe? Whether the principles of the ants are applicable to our life or not? Are they justified or not? Whether being like the ant is a good thing or not? You will be writing your own opinions. Okay. So you can just write that, in my opinion, the ants principles are very wise and practical, and it is necessary for us to follow the principles of the ant in order to live a carefree and organized life. Okay, now the next question is question number 3. The ant tells the cricket to dance the winter away. Do you think the word dance is appropriate here? If so, why? Okay. So, you remember towards the end of the poem, the ant tells the cricket, dance the winter away. That is, he says, go then, says the ant, and dance the winter away. Okay. So, do you think the word dance is appropriate in this word, in this line? Means, did the ant do the right thing by using the word dance to the cricket? So you will have to begin the answer by saying that the word dance here means or refers to the merry-making activities of the cricket. The merry-making activities of the cricket. And it signifies that the cricket wasted away his summer time by just having fun without thinking of the future. Okay. So first of all, you will write what does the word dance means in the given line. It means wasting our time in useless activity. The word dance in the given line spoken by the ant means wasting our time in useless activity or in merrymaking. So the word is appropriately used for describing the activities of the cricket. It is used appropriately, right? Because the cricket has danced during the summer time. He has just lazed around without working hard like the other insects. So it is used appropriately for describing the activity of the cricket, of the silly cricket or the lazy cricket, who has wasted his time during the summer by dancing and singing. So you will write it is used appropriately because cricket has actually done that. Okay. The next part is that, if so, why? If so, why? Well, why does the ant uses the word here and why is it appropriate? You have to write it. Yeah, you will write it in a very short manner that the ant uses the word to mock the activities, to mock, M-O-C-K. Mock means to make fun of someone. To mock the activities of the lazy cricket for whom he feels no sympathy. For whom he feels no sympathy. So this word has been used by him in a mocking manner in order to put the cricket down. Okay, to make him feel bad for himself. The next question is, which lines in the poem express the poet's comment? Read them aloud. Okay, read them aloud. This is actually the first part of the answer you can write. That is the lines in the poem, or you can write in the poem, the ant and the cricket. The poet's comment is expressed in the line, in the last two lines. Then you will quote the lines. Okay, give a colon dash and then you quote the line. Folks call this a fable. I'll warrant it true. Some crickets have 4 legs, some have 2. So this is the line Okay, you just quote the line which you believe is the comment made by the poet. Okay, these two lines you will have to quote in your answer. The next part is that write the comment in your own words. That is, write the comment which has been made by the poet in your own words. And so, what will be the comment? Or what is the meaning of the comment made by the poet? So you will write, the poet firmly believes that, firmly, F-I-R-M-L-Y. You can write strongly believes. The poet strongly believes that the story of the ant and the cricket is true and not just any imaginary tale. Their story is also applicable to humans as well. Okay, this much is sufficient for this answer. Fine. So this was a simple discussion of the questions of this chapter, the ant and the cricket. I hope you do not have any difficulty. If you do have some difficulty, as we will be proceeding with the online portal, educational portal which has been opened by the school, we can have a discussion over the problems encountered in the poem. Okay, for now, read properly, read all the chapters which are there properly, read the questions and then attempt the answers on your own. Try to avoid using outside facts while writing the answers, because this is a very simple poem and all the answers are from the text itself. Okay, so thank you for today's session.